Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more Know Your Members of Congress for the 119th Congress. Today we are looking at Senator Tammy Baldwin. She is one of the two senators for the state of Wisconsin. She is a Democrat, and before she took office, she was preceded in office by Herb Cole. Now, let's go ahead and look at who she is as an individual. She was born in Madison, Wisconsin on February the 11th, 1962. Graduated from Madison West High School in Madison, Wisconsin in 1980. Earned an AB from Smith College in Northampton, Massachusetts in 1984. Earned a JD from the University of Wisconsin Law School in Madison, Wisconsin in 1989. Has been a private practice lawyer, the Dane County, Wisconsin member of the Dane County, Wisconsin Board of Supervisors, 1986 to 1994, member of the Wisconsin State Assembly, 1993 to 1999, before being elected as a Democrat to the 106th and 6th following Congresses. In the House, was not a candidate for re-election to the House of Representatives, but was elected as a Democrat to the U.S. Senate in 2012 for the term commencing January 3rd, 2013, and re-elected in 2018 and again in 2024 for the term ending January 3rd, 2031. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees she is on. She is on the Committee on Appropriations, of which she is on the Subcommittee on Agriculture, Rural Development, and Food and Drug Administration and related agencies, the Subcommittee on the Department of Defense, the Subcommittee on the Department of Interior, Environment, and related agencies, the Subcommittee on Departments of Labor, Health and Human Services, and Education and related agencies, of which she is a ranking member, the Subcommittee on Energy and Water Development, and the Subcommittee on Military Construction, Veterans Affairs, and related agencies. She's on the Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation, of which she is on the Subcommittee on Coast Guard, Maritime, and Fisheries, the Subcommittee on Consumer Protection, Technology, and Data Privacy, the Subcommittee on Science, Manufacturing, and Competitiveness, of which she is a ranking member, and the Subcommittee on Telecommunications and Media. Finally, she's on the Committee on Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions, of which she is on the Subcommittee on Employment and Workplace Safety and the Subcommittee on Primary Health and Retirement Security. Now, let's go ahead and look at her top 5 individual donors over this last cycle. At the top, number 1, we have the University of Wisconsin. And they their full name being the University of Wisconsin-Madison, is a public grant research university in Madison, Wisconsin, in the United States, and it was founded in 1848 when Wisconsin achieved statehood, and is the flagship campus of the University of Wisconsin system. The 933-acre main campus is located on the shores of Lake Mendota. The university also owns and operates a 1,200-acre arboretum 4 miles south of the campus. Altogether, it is organized into 13 schools and colleges which enrolled approximately 34,200 undergraduate and 14,300 graduate and professional students in 2024, and includes 136 undergraduate majors, 148 master's degree programs, and 120 doctoral programs. As of March 2023, 20 Nobel laureates, 41 Pulitzer Prize winners, 2 Fields medalists, and 1 Turing Award recipient have been affiliated with University of Wisconsin-Madison as alumni, faculty, or researchers, and it is also a leading producer of Fulbright Scholars and MacArthur Fellows. Altogether, it has donated 650. Why have I got the full term? It's got all the way in. No. We only need the first year, honey. Well, I guess that's what it has. 2019 to 2024. I don't know why they got the full instead of the cycle, but for the full time, up through last cycle, it was $655,362. And once again, that's the University of Wisconsin. Next, at number 2, we have J Street PAC, and they are the Political Action Committee arm of J Street, which is a non-profit liberal Zionist advocacy and lobbying group based in the U.S., whose aims include strengthening Jewish democracy in Israel, promoting a diplomatic end to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict with a two-state solution, and opposing a boycott, divestment, sanctions movement. It describes itself as pro-Israel, pro-peace, and is supposed to be the more liberal group, but the right-wing and Zionist critics allege that it and the policies they support are anti-Israel, while the left-wing and anti-Zionist critics reject their positions in favor of Zionism and aid to Israel. Its rejection of the boycott, divestment, and sanctions and human rights organizations' allegations of a Gaza genocide and past efforts against Palestinian statehood. It was founded in 2007, and altogether it has donated $221,291, and once again, that's J Street PAC. Next, at number 3, we have Emily's List, and they are a left-leaning American political action committee that aims to help elect Democratic female candidates in favor of abortion rights to office. It was founded by Ellen Malcolm in 1985, and its name is an acronym for Early Money is Like Yeast, in that it makes the dough rise. which is supposed to be a convention of political fundraising that receiving many donations early helps attract following donations. And yeah, it bundles contributions to the campaigns of Democratic women in favor of abortion rights running in targeted races. It, altogether, it has, if I can get the mouse to work properly, it has donated $199,224. And once again, that's Emily's list. Next, at number 4, we have the University of California, which is a public land grant research university system in the U.S. state of California that is headquartered in Oakland. And the system is composed of its 10 campuses at Berkeley, Davis, Irvine, Los Angeles, Merced, Riverside, San Diego, San Francisco, Santa Barbara, and Santa Cruz, along with numerous research centers and academic centers abroad. The system is the state's land grant university and was founded in 1868. But yeah, it has 10 campuses with a combined student body of 299,407 students, 26,100 faculty, and 192,400 staff members, and over 2.5 million living alumni. They have large numbers of distinguished faculty in almost every academic discipline, with the faculty and researchers having won 71 Nobel Prizes as of 2021. Altogether, it has donated $140,791, and once again, that's the University of California. Finally, in 5th, we have the state of Wisconsin. And yeah, they are a state in upper Midwest and Great Lakes region of the United States that borders Minnesota to the west and Iowa to the southwest and Illinois to the south. Lake Michigan's to the east, the state of Michigan to the northeast, and Lake Superior straight north. It has around 6 million people and is the 20th largest state by population and 23rd largest by area. And was made a state in 1848. Altogether, it has donated $127,582, and once again, that's the state of Wisconsin. Now let's look at her top 5 industry donors. I guess it would be in her career in the Senate. At the top, number 1, we have retired, who altogether have spent $12,086,360. Next, at number 2, is Democratic Liberal Organizations, who altogether have spent $2,579,279. Next, at number 3, is Education, who have donated $2,324,287. Next, at number 4, is Lawyers and Law Firms, who altogether have donated $2,106,850. And finally, in 5th, Securities and Investment, who altogether have donated $1,688,646. And it isn't over her career. The realization came to me, oh yeah, she's a senator. One term is 6 years instead of the House, which is 2. So technically, this was her last election cycle, her last term. So, yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, let's look at her donors at a glance. University of Wisconsin. Okay, I'm fine with the universities donating, but I wish they wouldn't donate so much because there's a lot of other things you have to do. Teaching people and other projects to invest your time in. Again, donations are fine, but they don't need to be so much. J Street PAC. Ooh. I only give them an ooh because they claim they're supposed to be for peace. But they're a softer version of AIPAC, which would get a straight up boo sock. But that's the only reason I give J Street an ooh. Emily's List. Okay. University of California. Okay. State of Wisconsin. Great. Wonderful. As long as it's from the actual state and the people. That's fine. Industry-wise, retired. Absolutely wonderful. All about the people. Democratic liberal groups. Boo suck. Yeah. I don't like partisan groups. I want groups with actual things for the people. Even though some of them may be, but they still try to proclaim partisanship. Yeah, I'm not with that. Education, great. Absolutely wonderful. Again, all for the people. All for a more learned populace. Lawyers and law firms. Ooh. Securities and investment. Boo, suck. So, yeah, overall, alright. I mean, the top, individual-wise, all of them's good except for J Street PAC. Industry-wise, it gets a little more shady. Don't much care for lawyers, law firms, securities, investment, democratic liberal organizations. But this has been a look at Senator Tammy Baldwin, who is one of the 2 senators for the state of Wisconsin. Anyway, as always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.